So the wall stalls him out for a moment, but KRU still ready to go here. Flash through the wall. And in goes Dodds. Not finding anyone just yet. They're going to wrap towards Elbow and Ness. Little too much to deal with there. She goes down alone, but Sarah's reaction is great. Would have loved for more than one.
Giant X, no position on site, although they did throw that flood smoke coming out there. Kinnear got that one down before. Miori wrapping around the corner. No one's looking at Elbow. What's going on? Double shocks. The nade's coming down. Giant X crush on the retake.
Can KRU catch this rewalk? Romy responsible for it. Miori swings way ahead of her teammate, but there's no way Romy expects a second. Jelena will mop that one up, but on the other side, KRU are into the site scot-free.
Yeah, look, if two people are flanking at that point in the round, it means the B site is absolutely cooked.
Romy spots it out, but can't find the shot on the Sheriff.
Giant X are so active, but Dodd wants a little bit of the same. She's going back, wrapping around into lamps right now. Absolute madness. Miori has no idea where they're coming from. They're all over the place, and they're going to keep on looking. Ness shuts that down, but as a flash comes in, there's nothing else you can do. Same time, Jelena slipped on back into sight. Can KRU jump into the teleporter? Two players make it. There's no one left on B to stop the plant.
So it's a post plant secured here. What do Giant X have to work back in? One Sky Flash, but a lot of utility on that harbor. KRU are going to play on site. Keep two players close in. Sarah flashes out from spawn. But Biazik is wrapping back around from above his Kinnear. Oh, a stun coming in, and Dodds is just gonna go straight on through. Can't find the kill though, and Sarah doubles up. Suddenly, KRU don't have a tip to this spear.
That is so major from Sarah. Smurfette has that rocket to get back into sight. KRU can't really get off of it either. They've got to hold their ground, using all that stall on CT to make sure those Elbow players don't jump the gun and make it out, but there's still a lot of time for Giants to work with.
And a rocket for Smurfette if they want to use it.
Dog and flashes to follow.
Sarah's gonna wait for the util to go down. Michaela a chance. She doesn't convert off of it, and GX will just scale their way back into the site and deal with their final problem. Sarah this time, considering contesting past it. Smurfette has the angle with the operator. Dodds walks straight in. That is a free little opener there.
Watch up A short here. Miori and Jelena have played together very consistently, and Romy stepping straight into that, shoulder seen around the corner. Biazik might want a little piece of it too. Push wall goes down onto short though, and that's just gonna stall things out. So far, Giant X, a couple of excellent openers.
Visa Crew Blaze, trying to look for an opportunity.
Uh-oh, there's a push down B long, and that's going to allow this this stack to happen over on the B site. On the A site, rather. the permanent stall is now 4 players and the op rotate in.
Yeah, what can you do against that? Finally, they'll break through, but there's still a lot of straight-up players holding the space here. GX have 3 on the other side of this smoke.
The flank is pressing in.
Once that fades, it'll be trouble, but for which team? Okay, it is KRU going down. GX trade that one out. Biazik is gone too.
Yeah, they got past Sarah, but now Sarah's gonna be there so quickly. 5 to 10 seconds before that one snaps online.
But remember the ults, they have so many tools on Giant X. Sarah activates the flank, gets hers. Now the reaction for KRU. They'll fight into spawn, and Biazik has to go for more, running out of bullets.
They're gonna
the classic in hand.
They're gonna TP out with the spike. Kinnear left herself over on the A site, and now Biazik is stuck on B. It's a madness round, Mimi.
Biazik is still in B. The Sky is flanking back through spawn. Giant X is completely separated. Smurfette needs to clear this angle. She will not. KRU have somehow turned this chaotic situation into an advantage, and Sarah, who has been working her way through spawn this entire round, is again spotted out.
Use that Viper's wall against her. There's some good spam coming in, but the wall gets pulled down. Miori can't win the fight.
But that's such a good trade from Jelena. Keeps this 4v4.
And those two, that duo has been playing so nicely together on A short.
Sarah is going to be tested here. Dodds running straight into her face in a spam through the wall. That'll get the job done. Jelena tried to go for a TP and meet up with Smurfette. That doesn't work out. Now the second teleport also eating up some damage. Smurfette, though, will defend her teammate, and now the Sage res available.
It's going to be a 3v3, and there's a Raze rocket. It doesn't matter if Smurfette has the op. Actually giving that one to Jelena. They can get back into the site. It'll be up to Dodds and Michaela back on site. The first line of defense here for Visa Crew Blaze.
Getting out of Puka is a challenge, though. The Rocket should help with that endeavor. Stun misses. Rocket will find Kunir. Smurfette needed to do a bit more. Down to a 1v1, and Jelena does not know where Michaela is. Time is working against her. The orb onto the spike, but Michaela just outside, runs in, and wins the round for Visa Crew Blaze. Before, but this time, Giant X will react, walking down short. Yori's gonna go pretty quickly here. Dodds already flanking, fast around, sliding straight into their face. And Jelena...
Biazic is just in spawn.
What is
Miori.
happening?
An absolutely mad fake attempt over onto the A site, where now Giant X are the attackers, effectively.
Okay. It's gone back to normalcy a little bit
This is a
here.
crew game, people.
Yeah, straight up just taking the B site at this point, and that will be uncontested. But look at the retake tools. Harbor ult's available.
Romy getting active into elbow. Romy's gonna win this round back. It's by finding these players back in spawn, but doubling up like that is just not gonna happen.
Kinnear has to back away. Now though, Michaela flashes into spawn, but only one player is blind, and that won't do. Kinnear 1v5.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. Giant X. They are back site. Sarah now has help, and well, the help is doing well. Jelena and Sarah, what an adjustment! Rips her crosshair around and has this half tied up for Giant X.
Sarah had a couple of gnarly rounds there.
4 players stacked up, but Dodds is gonna slide straight on through, and that's a kill onto Sarah.
But nobody's home. It's literally just Romy here in U-Haul. I mean, if she gets anything, it's a major win.
They're trying to flip the map, but they never checked on Romy.
Oh no.
No one is looking at U-Haul, and Romy could change this round. That's one. How much more can she do? She's in a cage match here. Her team walled off towards spawn. Alone against Ness. Another kill would be incredible. And Romy's done more than just that. 3 kills out of the Viper. And Mayori's the only one left to stand.
I mean, her entire team left her, and she's just solo winning the round. Look, I know I was talking a lot of hype about Dodds and Biazic, but don't sleep on a player like Romy.
Walk up from Visa Crew Blaze down short. The Outlaw posted, and Mayori already damaged. That's an opener for Biazic. She'll escape too.
And that just means a 3-stack over on the B site. Luckily, it's only Smurfette on light armor, although that is the player you want taking the first fight, so that Outlaw could do some serious punish.
Biazic has another gate crash ready to go back towards A.
Oh, this is something I've seen Giant X think about before on other maps, but leaving Smurfette as a solo player on a lurk. And, well, Michaela is ready for that one.
So thorough from Crew. Immediately re-pushing into that space, taking a bit of a risk, but now they're up 5 versus 3 on their own bonus round.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see from Giant X.
And the thing is, GX hasn't even really done much yet. They got the embed.
They've gotten nowhere.
Immediately gone. That's another stunner from Biazic. Okay. I thought the point of that gun was that it's like better because you can body shot people.
Yeah.
Guess not.
Well, yeah, when they have heavy armor, like Biazic knows, you just aim for the head, Mimi. This is simple stuff.
And now it's a horror movie for Sarah.
There's nowhere to go. You're closing in. It's a shame you can't teleport to a different map.
No.
Flawless.
That's a flawless bonus round win.
Yeah, it should be a lot easier. Problem is, with these Yoru TPs, it's always 3 players, no matter which side you're hitting. The Yori is massive, shutting down showers, and that spike's gonna go down.
Spike planted.
So finally an advantage for GX.
Here.
And Biazic caused some trouble in this round,
3 low players.
but needs to be given an opportunity. There shouldn't be anyone presenting one. Wall needs to be broken, and Crew will do so.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, retakes, all this utility, just so hard to make it back in. Good turn of a flash. Allows Smurfette to just stay completely posted up here. That's another flash turned, and yeah, nobody's allowed in.
So, quite possibly, Biazic this time outside, off-spotted, Smurfette swings in, and Biazic cannot adjust. She got proactive, didn't work, and now Smurfette has earned the rocket. Through the side she goes. No one's looking at Dodds. Oh no. Jumping up and down is the Harbor. It doesn't matter. Ness is dealt with Dodds, and GX will plant and get Miori back in the round.
5 versus 3 in the post plant. I mean, Kinnear has to ignore that Sage Wall for now and try to get out back triple, but the crossfires have been set up. Even this flank is being watched by 2 players, potentially. Jolina's going to be able to find that trade very, very nicely, and with Michaela going in on the flank, everyone is aware. Giants know exactly what's going on in this post plant, but doesn't matter. If Michaela keeps hitting these shots, it's gonna work out for her. Dog to come through now, just to keep buying time, get herself back into it, and she does. It's all on Michaela in the 1-on-2. Push wall comes out. The Seekers to follow. Giant X are using everything, throwing everything at her, but she finds the shot somehow. The spam is coming through. The clock is dwindling down, but Sarah will finish it off.
Sight as Giant X work their way down long.
Oh,
and again, Smurfette is just decimating in these first kills. She's gonna go for a little bit more, but the flashes, the utility, they're just running into too much. And Michaela has ruined Giant X.
This is a rare thing. Those duelists for KRU not finding their fights. Giant X have just consistently shut them down. And yet, it's still KRU with the advantage here. Just 1 player left remaining, Miori. Had a couple of really nice pieces.
Hold on a second. It's a 1v2. She has the Viper's Pit available. And an isolated fight against Michaela through the wall. 1 HP on the Sky.
They still think she's
Miori, no one's watching! 1v1. And a swing out! Miori's done it!
Ready for it. Romy waiting and watching, and Kinnear shuts her down. The TPs came in, and they came in too early. This site is not free.
20 seconds left. They have no choice but to charge head on through the molly, and that is a mistake. No time, no options, and Kinnear burns them to the ground on this B site. Orb recovered. But the Viper wall straight back up. Can they get through? Flash forward. Michaela can't connect the shots, but Romy, she'll make it work on the transfer. Switch to the classic. It's not in time.
Look in the TP. Miori waiting outside of this. She has to win this fight if there's going to be the chance.
Okay.
And there just isn't.
Straight through the wall.
Hold on though. Smurfette, 43 HP, has the ultimate, and she gets the first kill. Rocket popped, trying to bait out a player by tapping the spike, but she's going to have to stick that one through. The rocket fuse is going to wind away.
But Biazik TP'd. She's so far.
No. And it was wall? Smurfette was flashed. I don't think she has any idea that Biazik could have crossed.
She's walking into spawn now suspects it. But low on HP.
And it's planted in tube.
Can Smurfette keep her team in this game? Clone down long. Footsteps heard. Smurfette not falling for it. But also not even swinging. Biazik back on the spike, sticking this one halfway. Smurfette down to 43, but she doesn't need any more.
But still trapped in that corner on wood.
Michaela couldn't do it from that spot. And Sarah does not want to attempt
down.
it. Tries to fall away. The timing nearly leads to the death of Miori, and Dodds is coming after them. The hero KRU needed steps up in overtime.
Gotta go.
And the post plant is going to look so nice too. No flashes for Giant X to get back in. They're going to have to win out their fights. Dodds maybe a bit of overheating here with Kinnear. Will be a 3K, it doesn't matter. She's feeling it now, Mimi.
That she is. The last 2 players from GX working from spawn. Dodds wants to keep this round going. Waiting towards elbow. A shorty deals the killing blow to Smurfette, and Dodds arrives in overtime.
Toxin screen down.
Oh, double TP, it's a crunch.
Can they deal with it? Smurfette is on an island here, but breaks the clone. Biazik gets one, sliding in is Dodds. And still just waiting inside this teleporter. It's awkward. Romy policing the other side, keeps Smurfette in check. But Dodds is still just stuck in this teleporter.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Gonna have to sit in that one for a long, long time.
I have to.
In the chaos, though, do they think she's still here? They do.
They know for sure. They're just looking for some spam shots. But again, look at the clock. We're down to 40 seconds. It's a 3v5. You don't have Smurfette to get into a site.
And now Jolina is taking the site alone. Or at least threatening it with the harbor wall, and just walks into Kinnear's line of sight.
Left.
Surely this isn't the way it ends.
It's still essentially a 3v2. And Dodds could become a problem later in this round. Kinnear wasn't quite watching. Moves back in time, just takes this duel, and now Dodds is back! And she'll end this game! 14-12! KRU take bind in overtime. Down ramp. They'll go for it. Miori holding strong here and just not ready on the angle. KRU get both on the reclear.
With zero utility either, so this forces Giant X to go up into B heaven. Now Kinnear and Mika are waiting here, and there's a paranoia to play with. Mika's on this nasty little angle there too, and look at the tracking. Oh yeah, that was nice. She'll fall to Smurfette on the tail end, but without B main control, GX are in a miserable spot.
Nade for Dodds. There's not going to be any room to breathe here for Giant X. Smurfette, that was really her only chance, and she won't be able to convert it.
Nice little pixel angle, forces Dodds down, and I like Miori continuing to sneak on forward here.
Jolina opens up the round, and GX get another into the site. Smurfette towards spawn. Deals with Romy as well, so that's a spike planted on B. And thus far, a very clean round for Giant X.
Yeah. Full flawless on that one. Oh, you're just kind of stuck behind it. Now they will send up that wall and get on past, but a good dog timing. We'll see a couple players at the very least.
Visa Crew Blaze, they know something is amiss outside A, but they don't know how many players are here just yet.
Jolina just got that wall. Can slam that down, but there's two players on site to hold this out. Paranoia comes through, Kinnear will fall, and it's just Biazik on site with an overwhelming amount of utility sent her way. Keep your eyes on Romy though, because for a second it was looking like she wanted to creep out. Dodds coming out there too, and the swarm comes into the site. KRU put together a retake here and found their way into a 2-on-2. Still, those Giant X players isolated right now into main. This will be creeping forward. It's all on her. She finds the first. Stuck in flower box. Romy in a 1v2. Players all around. She sees the first and can't quite find those shots. Is so massive. Dodds has snuck all the way into the corner. And look at the placement. Just the patience out of the star. It's a 1v2, and there's still someone back site.
I know, this round gets even more confusing because Miori is up heaven. Mika has spotted Sarah. Oh my, now has an opportunity to take down the Astra on the other side. And Omen teleporting in, now canceled out. And Mika just has too many players watching her position. Romy arrives, the gun's not out. What is going on?
It's absolute madness. No one knows where anyone is.
Romy
and that's
has
gonna
no
kill.
way.
Down to 17 HP goes Romy. By the way, Giant X are still hunting. Ness is moving forward. Ness is looking for the kill on the hunt.
Is Romy ready for this? Spots out Ness, damage going both ways. Ness has to retreat. Now a 2v2, Seekers both head towards spawn. And GX group up together, they'll wrap back around, spot them out, and Ness claims a double.
And the wall coming down, you can overwhelm this site so quickly. Look at Kinnear taking a chance through the smoke, absolute perfection.
That's a kill. No one on site now, but Visa Crew Blaze will not let them in. A molly, a wall, and suddenly this cosmic divide is not going to provide anything for Giant X.
The first two players down are again the two duelists.
Oh, she almost had a timing up towards heaven. Backs away as Giant X walk up behind their wall. Sarah flashes through. Kinnear could become a problem again. They're walking straight past her. Kinnear has one. Jolina spotted as well. Kinnear is on for the ace, and she's done it! An incredible ace!
Again, though, they're spreading out. It's actually from KRU. KRU's flying in. GX don't do anything. KRU decide to take the initiative.
And Sarah is immediately gone from this round. GX is going to try and react. They'll go fast into the A site, and they will get that space. But there's a retake that can come rather swiftly here from KRU. They already have players wrapping back towards main, and look who's late to the party. Miori is still rotating in.
The fight is all on Miori. Can she find these two players? Giant X have already won out inside of the pit.
She's worried about getting flanked herself.
Yeah, but the patience is going to pay off for her. Dodds is still waiting for it and shuts her down.
Dodds was just too aware. Dog for Biazik.
Scout destroyed.
She knows at least one player is backside. And now the raid boss is on her way. Dodds following up, but behind her teammates flash. That's 3 for Dodds. And that's Ness left alone to try and save this round, but they're sticking. Biazic does not let go of the defuse. Biazic takes down Miori. No rocket to work with. Kinnear in this off angle again. She has been potent thus far, but Sarah's just on top of her.
Romy gets 2. Absolutely massive, a 3rd, moving up inside of the smoke. Look at her dancing, look at her diving. Look away because Dodds is getting the kills.
For Giant X is the force from heaven because Dodds is already diving into this site. Sarah gets 1, but the trade is instantaneous, and now Ness is about to be ran over. Visa Crew Blaze have a post plan on B.
Spike's gonna go down. I think Giant X are gonna want to get out of this smoke quickly. They can't take their time. They need to go through here now.
Jolena had a chance, but it's immediately ripped away. Visa Crew Blaze go 2 for 2 on pistols.
Action, and it's got me thinking about waiting for other things.
Okay.
Here we go.
There's some action.
Oh, dear.
Maori delivers it. Dodds removed from the sky, but that was all just a fake. The real main of this round is over towards B, and GX have locked it up.
Yeah, that round is over. A flawless round here? Can we get that, Giants? Beautiful. Exactly what they need.
Tucking in towards elbow. There are players towards heaven. How much can they help Sarah out? The leader needs to go massive here. She's down, but her teammates are doing the job well. Not in time.
Jet, Mika over in Ramen, waiting for this one. Oh no, Mika spotted, and that's a massive opener.
Dodds dives into the site.
Spike down.
Sarah
A.
again. The anchor on A needs to do a little more than this time.
One enemy
Oh no.
remaining.
And she's just not looked after. That's good from Sarah on the off angle. Turns around for Dodds. Excellent work.
Noise going in and force her out of it long enough that it comes down.
Sure.
Could be a minor win.
Scout destroyed.
Instead, they go into mid.
Yeah, Visa Crew have had a little bit of success here.
If they get out heaven, that Raise Rocket is
Look
putting
at Smurfette!
Oh my, just walks into the smoke. And she's dead. There was no other players there. Walking up the rope is Miori. Ooh, delivered on a pedestal. Dodds diving in, and just the edge of the rocket splashes and gets the kill.
I mean, look, Jolena stepping forward. She might be able to save this round. For Giant X continuing out. She's made it onto Rafter. What a spot to be in.
Romy goes up towards heaven.
I like this from Crew, grouping up together as 4.
Paranoia towards spawn. Jelena, she's worried about so many angles. No friends in this endeavor, but he's taking the right timing. That's a freebie. Flicks the wrong way, and that's the death of her.
Yeah, everything left on Ness now. Gosh, it felt like there was maybe a chance. And after 2 rounds of Giant X finding themselves in the perfect position, everyone was caught off that round.
And that's where we've seen the difference. A lot of this game, that mid-rounding. Crews looked so confident in losing out on their initial idea, then adjusting, finding the next step. And they'll now find themselves at 11 rounds.
4? Okay, I don't hate it, especially with a bit of baiting from Jolena.
Enemy kill. There goes Dodds out of this round.
Wow, taking no chances with dash out. And repositioning up towards heaven. That wall, though, is going to invalidate this off completely. Giant X are trying to get back out into sight. The dog will see them, and the stun could be punishing. Giant X are out in front of it, but the judge, what is happening? Crew are just tearing this site apart.
Smurfette would have to be the salvation for Giant X. Has already gotten 1. Mika taken down towards spawn as well, and Smurfette finds herself on somewhat of an island. Crew's gonna try and deal with her. How much can she do in this position? Nothing. The rocket arriving though. Miori. Perfect.
Ones with the numbers advantage, are you joking?
And Smurfette has to retake with an operator. Miori isn't even...
Oh my god, Miori has to run through mid, and look where Romy is in mid, waiting for that. I think she hears the rotation. She can cut this off, taking her time.
Miori checking on it.
Wow, trying to bait out that early swing, but she's got to go eventually. The clock is not the friend.
GX start. They're in roads towards B.
There goes Romy, starting to creep up. Nice shot.
That's big. Operator connects, but not another. Dodds keeps it going. She's gotten 3. That's a 4th. Dodds on for the ace. The final victim around the corner. Dodds has the damage. And Dodds has the ace.
to mail, and that's going to be off the rip. Tons of utilities spent, but it looks like Ness has just about made it alive.
There are players on that side
What?
who could receive
Hello?
it. Miori is sniped off by the rocket. Dodds is going to push towards Spun. That's a Bucky to receive her.
And Visa Crew, they haven't made it onto the site just yet. Bialzik taking matters into her own hands, down onto the site. And Giant X have started to crumple, started to fall. Crew have the site, and it's all on Smurfette. The last chance for EMEA today. 10 HP, and there's absolutely nothing. Visa Crew plays, advance, and eliminate Giants.
What a start for Visa Crew Blaze in this lower bracket. It was heartbreak against EMEA just the other day, but today, they're the second team to send that region packing.